Have you ever wondered why some people struggle for decades, working hard, saving every penny, doing everything right, yet nothing seems to change? And then suddenly, as soon as they enter their 50s or 60s, their destiny flips. Opportunities line up, money flows in. Everything begins to unfold effortlessly, almost as if heaven finally opens a hidden door for them. Why does this happen? Is it pure luck, a coincidence, or something written deep in their energy from the moment they were born? Here's the truth that few people talk about. Among the 12 zodiac signs, only 4 carry a rare destiny, a late-blooming wealth cycle that activates in the second half of life. They are not meant to be rich early. They are meant to be rich right on time. And once this wealth phase begins, their abundance grows fast, strong, and steady, like a river finally finding its path. This is not superstition. In Feng Shui, astrology, and energy wisdom, this cycle is known as the wealth phase, a powerful alignment of heaven's timing, Earth's support, and human virtue. During this phase, benefactors show up without being asked. Unexpected doors open. Money flows toward them instead of them chasing money. They don't compete, yet they still win. They don't push, yet life naturally carries them upward. And today, we'll reveal which 4 zodiac signs are destined for this late-blooming prosperity, and what you can learn from them to activate your own wealth energy, no matter what your birth year is. Before we begin, take a moment to set your intention. Comment your affirmation, "I am ready to welcome abundance in my later years." And if this message resonates, gently tap like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so each week you receive more wisdom to elevate your energy, your home, and your destiny. Why zodiac signs influence wealth, energy, the spiritual, astrological logic behind it. In Eastern metaphysics, a zodiac sign is far more than the animal representing your birth year. It is a spiritual energy code, a blueprint that reflects your energetic frequency, your governing element, wood, fire, earth, metal, water, your natural life flow or destiny currents, the timing assigned to you by heaven at birth. In Feng Shui and astrology, these factors combine to shape the possibilities and patterns you will naturally encounter in life. Some signs rise early, some rise late, and some possess a unique late-blooming wealth cycle that matures only when they reach emotional, spiritual, and karmic readiness. The Trinity of Fate: Heaven, Earth, Human. Ancient masters taught that destiny ripens only when 3 forces align: heaven, earth, and human. Heaven's timing, Tiantui. Your year, month, day, and hour of birth create the foundation of your destiny. This is the part you cannot change, your energetic starting point. Earth's influence, Ali. Where you live, the land beneath your home, your house direction, and your surroundings all shape the flow of wealth energy. A home that blocks chi can delay fortune for decades. A home aligned with your element can accelerate abundance effortlessly. Human harmony, Nyenha. Your speech, karma of words. Thoughts, karma of the mind. Actions, karma of behavior, determine your virtue and the size of the energetic bowl that can hold your blessings. If even one of the 3 pillars is misaligned, wealth struggles to flow. But when all 3 harmonize, Fortune ripens naturally, just like fruit that sweetens only when touched by enough sunlight. Buddhist insight. Merit is the root of all wealth. In Buddhism, every form of abundance, money, opportunities, health, support, peace, is the fruit of accumulated merit, fuk. Merit is the root. Money is only the branch. A person who lives kindly, avoids harming others, speaks with compassion, and creates good karma may not become rich early, but they will become rich steadily, peacefully, and sustainably. When virtue ripens, wealth arrives, not through struggle, but through alignment. And that is why some zodiac signs bloom later in life, because their karmic seeds require time, experience, and maturity to open into full prosperity. 1. The Goat. The goat is one of the most quietly powerful zodiac signs in the entire Eastern system. People born under this sign carry an energy that is gentle, yet deeply grounded, soft on the surface, but incredibly steady on the inside. They walk through life calmly, observing more than they speak, taking their time rather than rushing, and choosing depth over speed. They rarely show off, and they never push themselves into the spotlight. Yet, ironically, this very humility becomes the foundation of their long-term success. Energy portrait of the goat. Goats are warm-hearted, stable, composed, and wise beyond their years. They have a natural softness in the way they speak and act, which makes others feel at ease around them. But make no mistake, their calm exterior hides a sharp intuition, strong resilience, and the ability to read people and situations with quiet precision. Because they belong to the earth element, goats have an energy of nurturing, patience, and long-term accumulation. They move slowly but consistently, building their life in layers, one steady brick at a time. They don't like chaos. They don't like unnecessary conflict. They prefer harmony, fairness, sincerity, and meaningful connections. They also have a natural talent for communication, not loud, not dramatic, but emotionally intelligent. People trust them. People confide in them. And over time, this trust becomes a powerful asset. Why? Their wealth arrives late. Goats don't fight. They don't chase. They don't compete for recognition or force themselves into opportunities. Because of that, in their younger years, they are often overlooked. Others may assume they lack ambition or drive simply because they do not push aggressively. But this assumption could not be further from the truth. The goat's journey is not about rising early. It is about rising right. In their youth, they accumulate experiences, refine their intuition, and quietly build connections that will become incredibly valuable later in life. They do not waste energy on impulsive decisions, and because they avoid unnecessary risks, they rarely face major financial setbacks. By the time they reach middle age, their relationships begin to mature. People they once helped return the favor. Former colleagues recommend them. Old friends bring them opportunities. The benefactors show up exactly when needed. The goat's earth energy gives them strong financial discipline. They save well, invest carefully, and hold on to wealth instead of letting it slip away. So when money finally arrives, it stays, and it multiplies. Where their wealth comes from. For the goat, wealth does not come from sudden strokes of luck. It comes from human harmony. It comes from trust. It comes from meaningful, loyal, long-term relationships. They earn money through stable partnerships, long-lasting collaborations, people who believe in them, the respect they quietly build over decades. And because they treat others with sincerity, they rarely lose the opportunities that come their way. Their golden age, 40 to 60. The goat's most prosperous years begin when many others start slowing down. While others may be exhausted from chasing life too hard, the goat, who has been moving steadily, patiently, begins to bloom. This is the stage where everything they've nurtured begins to bear fruit. They become pillars in their workplace. They become trusted advisors in their community. They become the quiet success story that surprises everyone. Like the dry earth that looks ordinary on the outside, but hides minerals and gold deep within, the goat reveals its strength later in life, but with incredible force. They thrive in fields like real estate, education, arts and creativity, consulting, brokerage, healing and spiritual work. Feng Shui tips for the goat. To activate their late-blooming wealth luck: Northeast sector. Benefactors. Keep this area clean, bright, and energized. Add round shapes, crystals, or a mentor symbolizing object. Southeast sector, wealth place, a fresh vase of flowers, a Wenchang pagoda, or a pair of cranes to enhance opportunities and strengthen trust. And most importantly, do good deeds consistently. The goat's fortune grows directly from the puk, the virtue they accumulate. Helping others, donating, supporting those in need. These actions open the gateway to their strongest wealth phase in later life. 2. The pig. Among the 12 zodiac signs, the pig carries one of the most peaceful and quietly blessed energies. People born under this sign embody calmness, compassion, and a natural sense of contentment that many others spend their whole lifetime searching for. They move through life without unnecessary conflict, without noise, and without the intense desire to compete. Their presence is soft yet grounding, like water flowing around stones, gentle but impossible to break. Energetic portrait, calm, content, and blessed by simplicity. The pig belongs to the water element, adaptable, intuitive, and able to harmonize with any environment. They avoid confrontation, unnecessary drama, and the draining chaos that consumes so many people's energy. Instead, they choose understanding over judgment, peace over pride, and gratitude over craving. People born in the year of the pig rarely chase status or luxury. They don't need to prove anything to the world. They don't crave attention, and they don't waste their life trying to be someone they're not. They live simply, but not poorly. In fact, simplicity is their genius. Contentment is their wealth. And the ability to stay balanced is their hidden advantage. Most importantly, the pig is one of the few zodiac signs that manages finances with quiet discipline. They don't overspend. They don't fall into debt. They don't throw money away to satisfy ego or desire. Their calm emotional world protects their financial world. Wealth through the mindset of enough. If the goat becomes wealthy through relationships, the pig becomes wealthy through mindset. Their quiet success comes from understanding the profound truth. A person who knows enough will never be poor. They don't compare their life to others. They don't force themselves into competitions they don't resonate with. They don't let society push them into stress, pressure, or overworking. Because of this, they conserve an incredible amount of energy that becomes productivity, clarity, and financial stability. They save consistently, spend mindfully, and always keep something in reserve. They are the type of people who still have 30% left when others have already used up 100%. Their kindness is another hidden source of abundance. People born in the year of the pig tend to help others without expecting anything in return. They speak gently, act kindly, and carry a clean heart. According to Buddhist wisdom, this purity of intention creates puk, the karmic seed that later blossoms into tai, or material blessings. That is why the pig often enjoys a peaceful life, low conflict, and strong protection from spiritual forces. Why their wealth blossoms late. The pig's financial fortune doesn't come quickly. It grows the way bamboo grows, underground, slow, silent, but powerful. In youth, their blessings are being built, not seen. Their fuck is accumulating, layer by layer, through their actions and their way of life. They may not earn spectacular amounts in their early years. They may not shine outwardly, but they don't suffer the chaos that others do. They don't lose money recklessly, and every year their foundation becomes stronger. That is why when they step into their late 40s, 50s, and especially 60s, something magical begins to happen. Their blessings mature, like fruit that finally reaches sweetness after a long season of sunlight. The pig's abundance becomes visible. After age 50, in their later years, the pig enters their most prosperous phase. Their children have grown and are stable. Their emotional world is peaceful. Their lifestyle is simple, healthy, and sustainable. Their fuk, accumulated from decades of kindness, finally ripens. Money begins to flow more steadily. Investments grow. Opportunities come without force. They live comfortably, securely, and often more abundantly than people who raced aggressively in their youth. The pig does not get rich quickly. They get rich surely. Feng Shui tips for the pig. To strengthen wealth energy, people born in the year of the pig should activate the southeast sector of their home, the traditional wealth corner. Keep it bright, open, and full of healthy qi. Recommended items include a sailing ship facing inward, symbolizing wealth entering the home, a three-legged money frog, a lush money plant. Most importantly, charity work, even in small amounts, is extremely powerful for the pig. Giving opens the flow of blessings and keeps their good karma circulating. This simple act ensures long-lasting wealth and spiritual protection, especially in their golden years. 3. The horse. The horse carries one of the most vibrant, uncontainable energies in the entire zodiac. Those born under this sign are flames in human form, bright, dynamic, restless, and full of life. They thrive in motion, in possibility, in exploration. They are powered by curiosity and a burning inner engine that refuses to settle for anything less than growth. This is the pure fire element in action, fast, passionate, decisive, and always moving toward the horizon. Energetic portrait, fire that refuses to stay still. Horse-born individuals are not made for a predictable life. They suffocate in routine, stagnation, or confinement. Their spirit needs movement, challenge, newness, and adventure. To outsiders, this fiery nature can look impulsive or unstable. But in truth, horses are listening to a deeper calling within themselves. They take risks because stillness feels unnatural to them. They chase experiences because they learn through living, not through theory. They seem fearless because their heart is louder than their fear. Their presence carries a charismatic spark, People often feel energized around them, inspired, uplifted, pulled forward. But like fire, their journey must go through cycles of burning, collapsing, and rising again. And that is exactly why wealth rarely arrives early. Why they don't become rich young. The horse's youth is a storm of experimentation. They leap before they look. They choose passion over safety. They switch directions, take bold chances, and dive into unfamiliar paths. This leads to sudden rises followed by sudden falls. Money gained but spent just as fast. Career pivots and business experiments, and a deep craving for experience over stability. To the horse, freedom matters more than financial accumulation. They are willing to lose everything if it means learning something valuable. And strangely, this becomes their secret blessing. Every mistake becomes wisdom. Every setback builds resilience. Every failure sharpens their instincts. Their 20s and 30s are not meant for wealth. They are meant for training the warrior, the leader, the visionary inside them. The true wealth phase, richer with age. In their 40s and beyond, the horse undergoes a remarkable transformation. The fire that once burned wildly begins to stabilize. Experience turns into wisdom. Passion turns into clarity. Suddenly, they make fewer mistakes. Their decisions are sharp and intentional. Their instincts are almost prophetic. And their social circle becomes a treasure trove of opportunities. People trust them. People admire their journey. People want to collaborate with them. This is not luck. It is destiny ripening at the perfect moment. The horse enters its wealth phase between age 40 to 60, when their spirit matures, their network supports them, and life finally rewards their bravery. Strengths that create lasting wealth. The horse does not build wealth through stability. They build it through momentum. Their greatest financial strengths include an expansive, loyal social network, strong benefactor energy. They attract mentors easily, a natural sense for timing and trends, the courage to act when others hesitate, and extraordinary resilience after setbacks. While others resist change, the horse thrives in it. While others step back, the horse leaps forward. Their wealth comes later in life, but when it comes, it is powerful and transformative. Feng Shui tips for the horse. Because the horse is governed by the fire element, they flourish in bright, open, lively spaces, filled with movement and vitality. To activate their wealth path, 1. Northwest, benefactor luck. Enhance with a galloping horse statue, a crystal sphere, or a metal element Feng Shui object. This strengthens support, opportunity, and career breakthroughs. 2. Southeast, wealth sector. Ideal items include a wealth tower, a Feng Shui sailing ship, or amethyst, which helps calm emotions and stabilize decision-making. Amethyst is especially important because the horse's biggest obstacle is emotional volatility. Once emotions settle, their decisions become unstoppable. They don't become rich young because they are busy becoming the person who can handle great wealth later. And once their fire steadies, no zodiac sign rises with more brilliance or more beauty than the horse. 4. The snake. Among all 12 zodiac signs, the snake is one of the most mysterious. Their energy is quiet, refined, strategic, and deeply intuitive. People born in the year of the snake often carry a type of wisdom that feels older than their age, a mix of sharp perception, inner calm, and the ability to see through what others usually miss. They're not loud, they're not flashy, and they certainly don't chase attention. Their strength is subtle, like a deep river that flows silently beneath the surface. Depending on the year of birth, they may lean toward metal, clarity, rationality, or water, intuition, adaptability. But either way, snakes possess one signature trait: they think far ahead. Energy portrait. A snake's presence is calm, yet powerful. They observe more than they speak. They listen between the lines. They rarely act impulsively. Snakes have an analytical mind. They notice patterns. They read people well. They plan multiple steps ahead. While others rush forward, the snake studies the terrain. While others are distracted, the snake gathers knowledge. While others burn out, the snake stays steady and composed. This is why those born under the snake's energy may not shine early in life, but once their time comes, their rise is decisive, clean, and undeniable. Why their wealth arrives late, but arrives clean. Snakes are not destined for quick money or short-term success. They dislike shortcuts. They don't trust rapid gains. They prefer stability and clarity, wealth that grows slowly but lasts. During youth, their cautious nature often makes them miss risks they're not comfortable taking, lose opportunities because they want more certainty, spend time learning instead of earning. But this is not a disadvantage, it's preparation. Snakes are the kind of people who build the blueprint of a house long before they own the land. They prepare, refine, calculate, and wait. And when the right opportunity finally arrives, they don't hesitate. They strike with precision. Their wealth is clean because it is built from strategy, patience, ethical choices, long-term thinking. Nothing rushed, nothing reckless, nothing built on shaky ground. Exceptional observation and investment instincts. If the horse prospers through courage, the snake prospers through clarity. Snakes excel in fields requiring strong analysis, investing, finance, strategic planning, technology, market research, consultancy. They are cautious, but not fearful. They are selective, but not indecisive. And when they move with purpose. Snakes also possess a rare gift, the ability to identify the one opportunity capable of changing everything. While others scatter their energy in many directions, the snake focuses on what truly matters. In later years, especially from their mid-40s onward, their mind becomes even sharper. Their decisions become more accurate. Their emotional balance becomes stronger. And their financial path becomes clearer than ever. The peak years, ages 50 to 65. This is when the snake enters its golden cycle, the period where everything they planted finally blooms. During these years, their reputation matures, their finances stabilize, their network becomes high quality, their wisdom becomes an asset, their opportunities multiply. The snake's wealth doesn't just grow, it expands into legacy. Their children and grandchildren often benefit from the foundation they built with patience and foresight. For snakes, late life is not a decline. It is an ascension. Feng Shui tips for the snake. To activate late-blooming wealth, snakes should support their natural strengths: clarity, focus, and decision-making. Highly recommended Feng Shui adjustments: Tiger's Eye Crystal, Carry or wear tiger's eye to boost confidence and reduce hesitation. Snakes tend to overthink. Tiger's eye adds courage and decisiveness. Work desk direction, southeast. This direction activates wealth opportunities, strategic thinking, and long-term success. A bright, clean living space. Snakes think best in an environment that is clear, organized, well lit. A clean home equals a clear mind, equals sharp decisions, equals more wealth. Universal lessons for everyone. Whether or not your zodiac sign appears in this list, the truth remains unchanged. Wealth is never an accident. It is a slow accumulation of thoughts, habits, virtues, and daily actions. The 4 late-blooming zodiac signs are not just lucky by birth. They embody patterns of behavior that naturally attract abundance over time. They are disciplined with money. They build blessings quietly. They live kindly. They walk the long road with patience and humility. They refuse to rush, compare, or fight for validation. And because of that, when their time finally arrives, prosperity flows to them like a river long prepared for its journey back to the ocean. Each sign carries a lesson. Goat teaches the power of harmony and human connection, that wealth can arrive through trust, reputation, and relationships nurtured over decades. Pig reminds us of the beauty of contentment, that knowing what is enough is in itself a form of richness. Horse shows that life experience is gold, that taking risks, learning from failure, and reinventing oneself leads to a maturity that money naturally gravitates toward. Snake teaches the value of strategy, that wisdom, clarity, and long-term vision build the kind of wealth that is stable, clean, and enduring. But beyond the zodiac, there are universal truths that anyone can embrace. Wealth doesn't come from your zodiac sign, it comes from you. True abundance is shaped by the way you think, the habits you cultivate, the karma you create, the blessings you accumulate, the way you treat your money, the way you treat people, the way you treat yourself. Your birth year may influence your style, but it does not limit your destiny. What these 4 zodiac signs teach us: Goat, harmony creates opportunity. Pig, contentment creates stability. Horse, experience creates confidence. Snake, insight creates advantage. Together, they reveal the 4 pillars of lasting wealth: connection, contentment, courage, and clarity. Habits that quietly build fortune. Anyone can activate their own late-blooming wealth phase by practicing simple, powerful habits. Spend mindfully. Speak kindly and truthfully. Protect your speech karma. Keep your home bright, clean, and flowing with fresh energy. Practice generosity. Even small acts create immense karmic momentum. Choose peace over anger, patience over fear, and consistency over haste. The Buddhist wisdom behind abundance. Buddhism teaches a simple but profound truth. When blessings rise, misfortune steps aside. When virtue is full, wealth finds its way to you. Money is not the goal. Money is the reflection of your inner world, your clarity, your discipline, your compassion, your choices. And just like a fruit tree, abundance blooms only when the roots, your thoughts, your virtues, your actions are strong. As we arrive at the final moments of this journey, let this be a gentle reminder. Your birth year does not define the limits of your prosperity. Your wealth, whether material, emotional, or spiritual, is shaped far more by your mindset, virtue, habits, and the way you choose to show up in life every single day. What determines whether you bloom early or bloom late is not the zodiac itself, but the energy you cultivate, the generosity you practice, the discipline you uphold, the gratitude you carry, and the purity of your intentions. Remember this truth: you can become the late-blooming zodiac of your own destiny. You don't have to be born under a lucky sign. You only need to plant the right seeds, with the right heart, in the right way, and with the patience to let them grow. So take a quiet moment and speak an affirmation for your future. Type it into the comments, not for the algorithm, but as a sacred promise to yourself. I am planting the seeds of prosperity for my future. I am ready to welcome my blessings in my later years. Let these words be the first step in shifting your energy toward abundance. And if this message touched something inside you, if it brought clarity, comfort, or a sense of direction, then gently tap the like button. Share this video with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more weekly teachings on Feng Shui, spiritual wisdom, and the art of cultivating a blessed life. May your path ahead be bright, your home filled with good energy, and your heart steady as it walks toward abundance. See you in the next video.